You all met my beautiful Aunt Mary Jo, sort of, about a month ago when I did her skincare routine. So I will link that video below because she was having a lot of trouble with dry skin, and it's much less dry now. And so today we're going to do my Aunt Mary Jo's makeup. Aunt Mary Jo is the matriarch of our family. How old are you?
Going on 83.
Wow, my dad's older sister, and I thought it would be really fun to play with some makeup. Actually, Mary Jo brought her makeup kit over because I really want to see what she used. So I'm going to go through this cute little makeup bag. Some good products. Number 7, Lift and Illuminate. Very nice foundation. However, it's too dark for her. This might be a good summer color. Another number 7 product. This is a bronzer. She's used quite a bit of it up. Again, pretty dark. Better in the summer, so we're going to play with some other bronzer colors. Let's see. Classic Maybelline Great Lash. I love it. Unfortunately, this is way too old and it needs to be thrown away. Another classic. Remember this Maybelline Brow Pencil? Oh my gosh, this has been around since the 50s. Well, but so have you, right? So Revlon lipstick in a super pretty color. I'm not sure if we're going to use it today. This is in the color Soft Silver Red. Look how pretty that is. I really love that color. It reminds me of Audrey Hepburn. But look at the, I think that's cute. I think it's so interesting how we all have different shapes of lipstick, right? But well used, well loved. So we are going to play with some new makeup, get some shades that are a little bit better for her than those deeper summer colors. And we are going to get into it right now. This is going to be fun.
You're wonderful.
She's my auntie. Okay. Mary Jo has already done all of her skincare and applied her sunscreen that you have been using every single day, right?
Every single day.
Dermatology, the Universal Tinted Sunscreen. And you like it?
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, good. Mary Jo says that her main concerns are the under eye darkness, which I know I have that issue too, and to get some definition in her eyebrows. We are going to start with, as always, a peach corrector. You guys know I love my Pixie Peach Corrector, so we're going to see how that works on Mary Jo. As always, I'm going in with my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. Getting a little bit on the brush, look up, and then I am just applying that again to that dark inner corner and just applying it and just directly onto the dark areas. And look down, and I'm also just going to apply a little bit on her lid area. Turn toward me. This brush is nice and soft, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not brushing it on. I'm really just patting it on, because if I brush it on, it will thin out the pigment. Okay, look down. And we also get discoloration on the eyelids too. So I always like to put a little bit of the corrector on the eyelid area. I'm going to take my e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge. This is damp, very soft, and I'm just going to use that to make sure that is worked into the skin. Look toward me. Okay, then I happen to have a number 7 Lift and Illuminate in a color that is a little bit better for her skin tone right now. I really do like this foundation. I'm really happy that you had it and you like it and you use it. You can see it's fairly thick, but does have a little bit of runniness to it. So when I apply foundation, I really do enjoy using my fingers. So face me. And I like to sort of apply it evenly. I don't usually do the dot, dot, dot method. because I feel like that gets foundation too heavy in one area and not enough in another area. And we're just going with a pretty light layer here. Okay, look up. And I'm just patting a little bit on top of that corrector. And then I'm going to go in again with my sponge and just make sure it's really nicely worked into the skin. So I think that's a really good color for Mary Jo. And turn your head that way. I think she got a really nice medium coverage. All right, so that is the foundation. Now I am going to go in with a little bit of concealer. I'm going to use this Lancome Tint Idole. Turn toward me. And I'm just going to use just a tiny little bit. And I'm using my Angie Hot and Flashy concealer brush. Look up. To just pat that into place. I think this is a really natural looking concealer. Okay, let's see how that looks. Look straight on. Yeah, I think that did a nice job. Look toward me. And I'm really going pretty light with the concealer. As we get older, if we overdo concealer, it can really get cakey and makeup-y looking very quickly. So a little goes a long way. And this is definitely one of my favorite concealers. My Kosas that I also love is a little bit too light for Mary Jo. That's one of the reasons I'm using the Lancome. And I like to just finish up with my finger to make sure it is pressed into the skin. All right, how does that? What do you think?
Looks good.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it too.
Don't have quite the dark circles.
Okay, now we're going to go into the color complexion products, and I had picked up this Smashbox Cali Contour face palette. I think it's going to be really perfect for Mary Jo. I am going to go in with just a little bit of this light colored bronzer. Just again, when you apply foundation, you can get a mask-like appearance. So by using a very light bronzer, it just gives a little bit of natural look to your face, a little bit of definition. We're not trying to look suntan. We're not trying to sculpt. Mary Jo has gorgeous cheekbones. So I'm just going to go in very lightly with this bronzer. And I'm just really just touching her face, just again to give a little bit of natural variety so it doesn't look like her face is all one color. And a little bit down the neck. Okay, so subtle you might not even see it on camera, but it really does make a difference in real life. I am going to use a little bit of this cream colored powder just to set the eyelids and give the eyelids a little bit more sort of uniformity. So we're just going to apply some of that cream colored powder, sort of brighten and lighten that up a little bit, set that concealer so it doesn't crease. See how that looks? Yeah, so that sort of brightened up your eyes. Mary Jo isn't really an eyeshadow person, but I am going to go into a little bit of that same color of bronzer and just, again, give the eye just a little bit of definition. Very, very subtle. Yeah, I like it. Now I know I said I was going to use the face palette. I think Mary Jo needs slightly brighter blush color than that. So we chose earlier the Milani Luminoso. We're going to go in with a little bit of Milani Luminoso high up on the cheeks and just onto the apple of the cheek. Turn toward me. This does have a little bit of luminosity to it, so it is going to give a little bit of a glow. And it's just such a pretty, sunny, peachy pink, cheerful, pretty color. So when I'm applying the blush, I'm going high up on the cheek and a little bit into the center there. Same thing on this side, high up on the cheek, a little bit into the center. And then again, I really do like to put a little bit of blush on the forehead, and even tip your head back and look down. Even a little bit on the eyelids. Okay, how does that? Yeah, I think that's pretty. So that is the Milani Luminoso. Really pretty peachy pink color. Now the other concern or thing that you struggle with is eyebrows. And we had talked about how fun it would have been to play with one of those eyebrow stencil kits.
Always wanted one of those.
Oh shoot, I wish we would have talked about that ahead of time. I don't have one of those, but we are going to use some classic eyebrow tools. I'm going to go in first with the Kosas Air Brow just to see how much brow hair we're dealing with, because I really can't see the brow hair unless I tint it a little bit. Okay, look straight ahead. Even that little bit of brow mascara, all of a sudden we can see your brows, but we will go in a little bit more with some brow pencil. You actually do have brow hairs that are invisible. Actually, I think what I'm going to use is this Rimmel Brow This Way. This has a brow powder and a brow pomade. So we're going to go in with a little bit of the brow powder first and just shape these brows a little bit. When we're doing brows, we don't necessarily want to follow the natural line of the brow. We're trying to sort of create a little bit of an arch there and take the brow tail out rather than down, and that way the eye is lifted a little bit. If I took the brow tail down, that can drag the brow down. So I'm just going in pretty subtle and pretty slow, and I will check. Need to get a little bit more in the center there. Then I'm going to take a little bit more brow mascara. Okay, so there are the brows, and we did sort of follow that rule of thumb where the start of your brow lines up with sort of the nostril, and then the arch lines up again, nostril to the iris, and then the tail outer corner of the eye. But again, I gave it a nice arch, gave her a nice arch there, and then pulled her tail out rather than down to get a little bit of lift on the eyes. But there are the eyebrows. I think we did pretty good without a stencil, although I really would like to try one of those stencils. I think it would be a lot easier for you. Okay, so normally I do tightline, but I don't know if I can tightline another person. So I am just going to put a little bit of liner very, very close to her upper lashes. So look down, but don't close your eyes. I'm just trying to get a soft little bit of brown liner super, super close to her lashes. And then we're just going to soften that line with a smudger. Let's see. Then I'm going to use Sephora Retractable Waterproof Eye Pencil in Shimmering Taupe. Look down. And I'm going to go over that. I think this is a nice soft color, and give her a little bit of soft. And now look up. A little bit on the lower lash line, just on the outer half of the lower lash line. And again, I'm going to use the smudger and just make sure that is a nice soft line. Look down, and I want to soften that upper line as well. Look down without closing your eye. Look up. Okay, let's see how that looks. Just a little bit of super, super soft eyeliner. We went really pretty light, but I can already see the eyes have a lot more definition. So we're not going to use Mary Jo's very, very old and dry Great Lash. She didn't know that these do need to be thrown away after about 12 weeks at the most. But I did pick up a brand new tube of L'Oreal Voluminous, and I got this in a brown black, because with Mary Jo's blonde hair, I don't want to go, you know, too black and too deep. So, how are we going to do this?
Look up.
Look down. Wiggling it at the base and bringing it up. Wiggling it at the base and bringing it up. Let's see.
Ooh, look at that.
Not bad.
Fancy eyes.
Not bad. And we'll do this side as well. Wiggling it at the base and brush up. How's that look? Yeah, that is the mascara. Eyes are done. And then let's play with some lipstick. I am going to use the BK Beauty lip liner. This is in the shade Sweet Pea. And I'm not overlining, but what I am doing is just trying to give them some definition, and also it will help the lipstick last longer. And this is a really nice creamy lip liner formula. You can almost use this just as a lipstick with just a little bit of balm on top. So let's see how this goes before we go into lipstick. That's just lip liner.
Really? I guess
It felt creamy,
yeah,
right?
It did. It did. It felt like lipstick.
Okay, let's do the lipstick. Now, the color Mary Jo brought is super, super pretty, but she wanted to try a different color today. So I am going to try this BK Beauty color in the shade Kindness. There is the lipstick Mary Jo brought, and there is Kindness. So we'll just go with Kindness, even though that is a gorgeous color, and I'm really tempted to use it. Mary Jo wanted to try a different color, so we are going to use the BK Beauty color in the shade Kindness. This is definitely not as bright as your color, but I think it goes really nice with the Luminoso. Okay. What do you think? Use your, where's that hand mirror? What do you think?
I like that. Can't get over those eyebrows. I haven't had eyebrows like that for a long time.
I think it turned out really pretty. What do you think?
I love it.
You have eyebrows.
I have eyebrows.
Where are you going to go?
All dolled up and no place to go.
Anyway, I think it just looks really pretty. Your face looks brighter. Your skin looks really pretty. You have eyebrows.
That's the exciting part. I have eyebrows.
And your under eye circles are really concealed and camouflaged without looking cakey and makeup-y. So,
thank you, darling.
you're welcome. This was super, super fun. So I am definitely gifting Mary Jo a bunch of these products. All of these products are listed and linked in the description box below, as always. And I hope I can edit this video so that it's somewhat smooth. I've never done somebody else's makeup on camera before, but it was super, super fun.
You did a good job.
Thank you, Auntie. Okay. Thank you once again for hanging in there with us. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did. And if you did, throw this video a thumbs up. It really does help support my channel, and I really appreciate it. And with all that being said, take really good care of yourself so you can stay safe, happy, and healthy. Have a beautiful day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye. Kelly Contour. Let's see. This is going to be a blooper. And remember, you look there.
Yeah, but I keep wanting to look at you.
I can't even see. Can you?
I don't know. I might have to go on Match.com.
Not your typical 82-year-old hair.